let's film a talk video, because I have time to film a talk video. Not really, I should study, but you know. So, this time I'm going to talk about how to support your group as an international fan. Or groups, it doesn't really matter. So, obviously, if you live in Korea, you can just go to their music shows, you can buy a bunch of albums because you don't have to worry about shipping, so you already have pretty much money for twice as many albums than you do if you're an international fan, and you can just try to get into their fan signs, and you can go to their musicals if some members do musicals, you can go to their radio shows, whatever, you can just go there and support, and you obviously have much more opportunities for concerts as well, and I don't know, dream concert, or like if you stand a bigger company's group, then it's like there are like SM Town and other companies, family concerts, so there's just so many opportunities if you live in Korea. And even in East Asia, like mainly Japan, I think the most opportunities are there for Japanese fans, but still, like I guess for some Chinese fans, and there are other countries that groups just go for every single one of their tours, so I guess it's easier for them a bit. But even for them, it can be like, oh, what can I do for my group? And there are multiple things you can do for your group. So, obviously, if you live like anywhere else in the world, there are less concerts. And what you can do as well, if you like one group and like then just hope that they come there and save up money, and if they come to your country or near your country, at least in Europe, it's at least a smaller place, but we still have to pay quite a lot for just getting there where the concert is, so it's kind of complicated, but at least in other places it's like, at least like, I don't know, in the US it just, at least it's your one country even if it's in the other side of the continent pretty much, but yeah, but you know what I mean. So if you have an opportunity, then you should definitely go, especially if it's the first time, whatever. And if you live in a smaller country, like I do in Europe, there are other chances that other groups come to your country. And if you like multiple groups, I don't necessarily like the term multi-fandom, like just so strange, whatever, like fandom, whatever. I don't like that term, but it doesn't mean I don't like many groups, so yeah. So if there are other groups and you know that group, so like you are at least aware, you heard some of their songs, and they come to your country, you live in a fairly small country and groups don't come there often, especially not big ones, then you should probably definitely go, because these smaller groups concerts usually don't cost that much, and it's like in your country, and if it's a small country, then even the travel cost is not that much at least. So you should definitely go there, because then other groups might come as well. So plus then you know that they can have food. Like there's so many tiny groups in Korea, like fandom wise tiny, that like I'm actually worried that they don't get enough food. I mean, probably they do, but then it's just like the company paying without earning money back, and that's just kind of bad for the company as well. So I understand all these debt situations, so it's better if I just go and like they have one nice meal, I guess. But you know, just it's good to support them if they at least come near you. But don't be a rude brat, okay? Like, just a few days ago I saw a comment on like a group is coming to my country. They are pretty unknown, and I know them, of course I do, and most likely I'm going to go if it actually happens. And I saw a comment like, oh, it's no BTS, but it's close enough. I mean, I wish I could punch that person, really, it's just so rude. I mean, does this come with age, or you get better if you get older, or you just still stay so rude? And like, I mean, you know, this is the reason why people don't like armies, like, yeah. And it sucks for the majority of them, which are actually nice people. So, like, don't be rude. But it comes, like, for all the fandoms, there are, like, for the more popular ones, there are just always these kind of people that, like, they stand a big group, and if another K-pop group comes to their country, they don't even care. Like, they don't even know who that group was before they announced that they come to their country. They're like, oh, let's go. And if they happen to sing a BTS or EXO song, like just casually, not a cover, just like one of the vocalists started to sing, then there are these people who scream louder than in the entire concert, and you're just like so rude. Like, I just despise you. Like, just don't do that. Like, you can like other groups better. It's not about that, but it's not the place to show that, okay? If you're going to their concert, appreciate them, appreciate their talent and their music. So don't be a rude brat. So this is kind of like a part where I talked about a bit different side of this, so not entirely on topic, but I think it's very important to consider the group who you're going to their concert. I mean, it's their concert, okay? So yeah, just don't be rude. Like, it's rude. You can just be casually there, enjoy the music, and they try so hard to make it fun for the audience. So don't be rude, okay? Like, please, they are also precious. It's your decision who you like more. It's really not about that. Okay, so that was it about the concert talk. So if you have the chance, you really should go to your favorite group's concert if it's like at a reachable distance, I guess. And if I'm more unknown but you are aware of this group and they come to your country, to your city, then you should really consider going. I think, like, me going to 24K's Sammy kind of concert is one of the best experiences of my life. So yeah, I definitely recommend, although I was a fan of 24K before that anyways. Like, I only go to these concerts if I am aware of those groups, and now I'm pretty much aware of most of the groups in K-pop. So like the ones that are like not disappearing after one release. Yeah, those. So yeah. So the next thing that you can do, and it's more obvious and I actively do it, is buying albums. Okay, so it's, well, obviously it's kind of the easiest way. I mean, if you have the money, it's kind of an easy way to support them. And it also like gives you back. Like, you can have something that you have there physically, you can open up, you can flip through the photo book, you can listen to the CD, so it's physically there. So it's not just like, okay, I support it and like that's it. Like, it's more like a physical thing that you get back, so it's win-win kinda. Like, you also have your album and your group got a nice meal and they can eat, so that's pretty good. And I guess that's like the supporting way that makes the most sense to me, and that's what I've been doing for 6 years plus. And it's like, it's just pretty, you get the albums. But I'm aware that not everyone has the money to buy all these albums, especially that these days not only they do 2 or 3 versions, they do like 3 comebacks a year, because that's the only way they can possibly stay relevant in this industry. And that's actually terrible, because they barely have time to sleep, eat, or just exist basically beside performing. So it's kind of bad on them. It's not like you can change the industry. The only way that it can be changed if they become more popular. I mean, have you noticed that BTS is not making comebacks that often anymore? Like, they used to, but not anymore, because they can do it. They have the money, they can actually rest and then make a better full album quality, like everything more quality comeback. Then other groups just need to make comebacks after comebacks to just stay a bit relevant and like get 1 or 2 music show wins, like Monsta X or Lovelyz. Like, they are known, but you know what I mean. So like, they have to make comebacks, and that means for people who want to support them by buying albums, it just becomes harder if you don't have all that money to spend. So obviously it's easier if you're just past 18 or like past 22 or 23 when you finish college, university, whatever, just when you're able to work. Then it becomes easier, obviously, to support your artist with buying their albums. But even then, like, life costs money, so there are like different situations for everyone. And I think for me, like, because I stand an older group and it's 슈퍼주니어, but there are like multiple groups that do this 1 comeback a year thing. And if you like one of those groups, I think that not every single person, like not every single people's situation is like what I'm going to talk about, that I think most people can actually save up enough money for 1 album. So like, I don't think that there's like real excuse for like not buying just 1 single album a year. I mean, there are other situations, so it's not for everyone. and like it's your decision what you spend your money on, like if it's a subunit or a full group comeback. But I think that really the main full group comeback, if they only do once a year thing, and buying that one album really shouldn't be impossible for most fans. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about buying albums and physical copies, because it's an easier way to support them. It's not the easiest, because the last one I'm going to talk about is the easiest and most simple way to support your artist, and that is YouTube views on their official channel. I mean, I guess they do get some money from Uni.T and other kind of distributor channels on YouTube, but the views on the official channel do go to the company themselves. And even if it's not the artist who gets paid, like it's the company who buys their food, who pays for their accommodation, who pays for everything around them, pays for the next comeback, pays for the makeup artist, the managers, like everything that is needed for the group to function. So just supporting them by watching their MVs without ad block, and that's the most important part. Don't use ad block when you want to support the group. Okay, you can use ad block when you're just browsing the internet or like watching a random variety show with English subtitles, because those are not from the official channel. But when you actually want to support actively your group, turn off that ad block and just bear with those 5 or maybe 8-second long ads, because they are really not terrible. And I think Google ads are pretty solid. Like usually I'm like not to like, oh, I don't want to see this, like maybe not my interest, but it's like not super annoying. So although there was like an elections like 1 month ago in my country, and I kept getting like election campaign like ads, but other than that, usually the ads are not that terrible. And I actually support the idea of clicking on those ads if it's for an unknown group. They do get money from it. So when I browse for books, actually, like on the bookstore that I use, and then for a couple weeks I do get ads from that bookstore. So me clicking on those ads is like not like a bad idea. I mean, I would probably go into that bookstore's web page anyways eventually. So me clicking on the ad and going to that page is okay, I guess. And they do get some extra money on than just viewing. But if you view the MVs with ad block on, then they really don't gain anything from it. Maybe views, but we don't even know that if YouTube counts those views properly. But if there's an ad playing, then there's like even the chance that they count the views is much more higher. And if you click on the ad, then I'm pretty sure there's even more. I don't know, that's an algorithm that YouTube uses, and probably it's pretty good, I don't know. But turn off that ad block if you want to support your group with watching their videos. And it doesn't necessarily have to be their MVs, you can just watch the other videos as well. Like it just has to be on the official channel that you know that the company operates. If a member has their own YouTube channel, that's even better. Like you should also watch those videos. I mean, you can just turn it on and it plays while you are just doing, I don't know, you're preparing your dinner or something. And then it does a lot actually. So I mean, I'm also a YouTuber. I do earn some money. Like I barely earn them. Like I got like a few dollars a month. So like, and really it's not much. But these other companies might actually get paid monthly, and so they can actually invest that back in the group. So it really helps out a lot if you pay attention to those ads. I mean, you don't really have to buy things because of those ads, just like, okay, there's this ad. Recently I've been getting like movie trailers anyways, and that's not too bad actually. I mean, like at least I know that that movie exists. Normally I might have not known that movie exists, so it's pretty good. At least I'm like more aware what movies are like right now, so except for the obvious ones, so I think that's pretty good. So these days I'm not too annoyed by YouTube ads anyways, so yeah, I really do recommend watching videos without your ad block. So I think that's my most important advice, and I wish everyone would take that. Like, you can go to concerts and you can like you can decide to not go. That's your call. You can buy albums or decide to not buy albums. That's your call. But please, if you really want to help your group, then just watch the videos properly without ad block and help them. Like, it's just so simple. If you are already watching and decided to watch it, then why not let them have some money for it? So, yeah. Actually, like, I read like a comment that, oh, they can't be earning money. I never got an ad in the middle of an MV. Yeah, because it's like 4 minutes long maximum, and you can only put an ad in the middle of the video if it's at least 10 minutes. So yeah, that's why. But they can add an ad in the beginning of the video, of any video, basically. I mean, if they own the content. So, yeah, important information for you. So please turn off that ad block because it does make a difference. So, especially if you click on some of these ads, then it makes quite a lot of difference, believe me. I mean, not like more cents, basically, not just the... I don't know, I don't think you get even 1 cent from one view if it's not clicked on. Like, I think you get much less. But I don't know, I could never estimate it, like, from how I earn, so like, it's totally random, like, plus it depends on the seasons and whatever, so it's not that. You can't really count it, but if you click on an ad, it definitely earns more for that channel. So yeah, and please help groups, especially if they are underrated, because it might be one of their only income, who knows. So yeah, thanks for watching.